Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Erudition Generations. I know we haven't been on uh, for a while, scheduling issues, but probably regardless of whatever was happening here, Elliot will be doing a
Yep. So
father,
we will be doing a stream with Dad.
a father-son stream with Dad on the importance of father and son related issues on why it's important to be a man, it is how to be a man, and the importance of being a black man in America. How do you feel your dad does a good way of showing love to you? Things like of that nature. So tune in for on Thursday.
Tune in tomorrow to go ahead and see and hear what they got to say then. Yep.
Then next week I'll be on.
Yo, bro. Nah, bro. What you doing tomorrow? Don't worry about it.
So I'm always used to doing
Yeah,
things.
hello, mother.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, usually the volume on this thing is.
Bobby, you really need to change your username. I don't
You
know.
sound loud to us though, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
No, we can hear you very loud and clear now.
Hello, Father.
Hello. Glad to have you with us. Today's topic was the importance of setting reasonable goals for yourself.
Yeah, like my goal personally to get as many people to actually donate down here, so we can get better equipment. Maybe put a screen, and then we could be falling out of the sky.
What?
What's that got to do with us getting donations?
Yeah.
I don't think we getting jetpacks with that.
I
I don't
said
think that's beneficial for the show.
I said green screen.
We're as close as we can get. We made sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Yeah,
If we get any closer,
I usually do
then
not.
we gonna invade the viewers' personal space.
I usually do not sport any of my hats on camera, but today's hairstyle was not agreeing with me because, as you know, as we get closer to winter, hair starts to act up. So, in a minute, we're gonna be rocking braids, same as Matthew and Elliot.
Yes. Maybe you could.
Yes, when you move up to the mic, we can hear you. So, and
I'm here. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not moving any farther back.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Eric?
Hello, Eric.
Hello.
All right, people. So you know what the topic is because Teddy is introducing it this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't know why the comment took so long.
Yeah.
Today's topic was about setting reasonable expectations for yourself. What made me run across that was something hilarious that Sean Anthony had said. You want to repeat it, Sean Anthony?
No, I think I don't. I think that whatever I said that's stuck in your brain is somehow going to come back to haunt me. So go ahead, make me regret what he said.
Said that when he was younger than Matthew, he had wished for a super speed.
God.
Yep.
Who doesn't want to be a superhero? And that's what
He's gonna
Look,
come back to bite you. Yep.
I'm gonna say this. I was not thinking of being a superhero when I was a child, which I don't think Elliot and Matthew would know this. When you were a child at brick and mortar or any sort of show up to school, actually interact with people, not on screens, it was a known rule for children that the fastest child ruled the playground. If you were fast enough, well, you ruled the playground. So my thought was, man, I wish I was fast. I wish I had super speed. And then every single night and every single day while I was I'm the age I'm not going to say because to another age that's probably too old for that, I continue to pray for that every single night, and then as if to say, yeah, I don't know what made you think that. I was like, oh, right, I'm asthmatic. A doctor was pretty much like, hey, you do realize you got asthma. And I'm like, oh.
The doctor basically told you your dream was ruined before it was even started.
Papa, maybe you are fast. You just, as drugs so fast, you go slow.
Yeah, it's after him.
Yeah. In fact, I'm not even here. This is an after image right now.
Then how do you know what to say?
Who said I'm saying all this? I could be saying this years in advance.
No, Papa, I'm saying.
How would you know what's going on years in advance?
Don't know.
Okay, we don't need to walk that whole Flashpoint situation.
Well, anyway, let me talk about my goal. My goal is to dominate the world, as you know, if you watch the other videos.
Oh God, we're not talking about world domination.
That was me.
That was
stole my thing.
That was a joke.
Something was wrong with
That was a joke.
But here's what we have.
Let me tell my actual goal, which is to eventually beat my asthma. So as you may have been told or know, we have asthma, and it is a problem. So that's why in some cases people actually outgrow their asthma. So I hope to outgrow mine early. I mean, as soon as I turn 13. I mean, wait.
That's my goal, Matthew. That's a heck of a goal.
And it is, if you keep up with it, hopefully it is manageable, but don't be discouraged if it doesn't happen. Because
don't wish for super speed if it don't happen. I don't want to see the effects of that.
You run so fast.
I grew out of mine for the most part. I'm really happy that you have grown out of it. We struggle with that a lot.
Yeah, we always have had less issues than Colorado. Asthmatics here live forever.
He said he did have issues here.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's pushing that false propaganda. He's trying to get you to come back.
I heard nothing. Yeah. I'm definitely not promoting Colorado right now.
Speaking
but
of,
in some cases,
we're not going into that.
In some cases, our asthma does better. In some cases, it does not. I think, like we introduced last time we did our show, I had a health scare and ended up admitted into the hospital. Could have been fatal. I don't like to think too much about that, but it could have been. And I said, it is an important topic to realize that, yeah, you have asthma. 1 minute you could be fine, and the next you're not. And then when you're not, it's really bad. And that's why.
However, I don't think it helps if you're stressing out in the hospital the whole time, going like, everything's going bad. What's going on with my brothers? And meanwhile, we're all chilling, watching some sort of SpongeBob or
Purgatory.
Something. Exactly.
That's what that was.
The entire night, like, man, I wonder what Teddy's doing. Man.
Yeah.
I gotta go blow my nose. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, that was my thought process. Man, I wonder what Teddy's doing. And man, when will SpongeBob end? It went on the whole night.
I was watching a whole SpongeBob marathon even before I had left, and I told you, hey, it says marathon. Y'all know what a marathon is? Welcome to cable TV.
Well, it was either that or Friends, and the thing about it is,
Monster High.
We had to choose between an Atlas SpongeBob marathon or a with ads Friends marathon.
Yes, and the laugh tracks are kind of creepy.
We were watching Friends just before we had left, and then when we get back, we hear that the actor from Friends died.
Oh,
it was weird. Like we were just watching it. We looked at one episode because it's like we know the general plot of Friends, but it was weird to have it on Nickelodeon.
Well, everything is weird on Nickelodeon. Next comment.
That's just rude and slander. We grew up on Nickelodeon. What do you mean? I grew out of it in middle school. I even ran track then. So around the age you mentioned, right hold true.
I,
So yeah,
I,
it happened, Matthew.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest though. I do. That is one of my goals, to go ahead and have my asthma regulated so I can go ahead and run.
Oh, I love running.
Yeah, I tried to do it a couple of days ago before it started to, look a lot like Christmas.
Yep.
And I was just going out in the yard, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to go take a jog in the yard.
Yeah,
So I went to go jog in the yard, and barely even a couple of minutes into that, I was like, and mind you, the ground is rather bumpy. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and jog. And Dad was like, our dad said, don't run. Do not run right off the bat. And I was like, fine, I'll get into running. So I start jogging. I go from a slow walk to a jog. And then before I could ever really start running, I was already out of breath. And I'm like, Jesus. And I'm like, well, in that case, I'm just going to go ahead and start and just keep walking around until I catch my breath. As soon as I catch my breath again, I go like, all right, time to build up back to going in a sprint. As soon as I sprinted, it felt like my lungs were on fire, and I had to get back inside. Asthma is no joke, man. That is really debilitating, and it really does.
In school, when I was running, and I would run a lot. There was only so much that you could do before you had to sit down, lean against the gate, and just do something else. It's been a struggle, well, for me and you, almost our whole life. I hope that that these two can grow out of it, especially because the medicines have gotten better and more acknowledgement has been put on.
I don't know about that. Back when me and you were kids, remember I had that horrible taste in medicine, that milk, that rotten milk medicine. Oh, don't shake your head. Hell yeah! If your asthma ever
that's because you had
as bad as mine, which we best hope it don't, because that medicine tasted nasty.
I feel like
you had a partially clapped lung.
your asthma, all you gotta do is actually breathe. Like, do breathing exercises. It's pretty easy.
Wait, what do you mean we look weird when we run?
I'll run right now.
I run real casual. I run. If you don't run like you want to run, you're not running. That's why people look weird while they're running. They're not running like they want to run.
Said by the person who, whenever I start running, they can never catch me.
Remember that field in Arkansas? Yeah.
Yeah, you took a head start.
Nope. Y'all was there. Y'all heard.
I was holding several drakes that had to give it to one of our relatives in order to go ahead and run.
You can't beat me if I'm on sugar. I had like 3 cans of soda.
You're stronger than I was because of the altitude your lungs are conditioned for. I struggled when I lived in Colorado. I was not used to the altitude and triggered my asthma. We can breathe here, but what's weird about it is that you would think that you'd be better at low altitude places, but even when we went to Chicago, we were good for all of a couple hours, and then it was a problem.
I think it was the humidity more than that.
I don't think it was that. It was probably when we were traveling, breathing too much of that air.
Well, yeah, city air.
It didn't happen when we went to Arkansas and stuff. Probably just horrible time.
But
yeah, possibly.
You know, that is right. When we went to Arkansas, it was easier to breathe there.
And then we got sick at the end, though.
Yeah. Coming back from Nebraska,
I blame the cows. The poop that you smell when you start coming back out of nowhere. Yeah, that definitely gonna make you sick.
That's probably
they quite literally have a gas station in Nebraska that says you are now nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do that long leg stride from now on. I'm gonna leave a whole gap between each leg as I jump and run. I'm not even gonna run. I'm just gonna jump.
I was just gonna say that. I'm gonna do that jump crazy run where my arms are in the air and I jump in one foot and then I jump the other.
Nah, you got to do it with the wavy arms. You got to be like a wacky wavy inflatable arm flailing tooth, man.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am. I am very happy I can say that.
But Elliot, I had 6 cans of soda when we went to Arkansas, and I ran faster than you.
No,
I'm
no,
better.
you did not. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no, you
called,
did not.
it's
All
called
that sugar done affected your brain. I ran straight, then I ran back. And when I looked back, y'all was all the way at the end.
if you had hopes of being a scholar, Teddy and Sean Anthony, you have accomplished. Oh, you know what?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I am indeed a scholar now. I am better than some of my peers. But
For
I will
me,
not look down on you. Instead, I will look up at the stars that I'm going to get to. And then I'll look down at Earth.
for
Because
me,
I'll be the highest person ever.
What?
speaking of which, Papa,
What do you mean, huh?
and for you being a scholar, because I know for me, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for it. I was like, I just want my degree.
I wasn't looking for it either. You know, I was thinking, man, these classes are pretty long and a little bit hard to do. I wonder if I'll get it good. Oh, sweet. Hey, wonderful. Now, what's the next topic next week? I have no idea how to do this. Time to read notes for the next several hours. There, it's done. A day again. I do nothing. You know, when you're studying and you look at the stuff and you're like, I really don't know what I'm doing. And then somehow you do it and you're like, hey, great. And you're just sitting there like, man, thank God that that a part of my brain kicked in that was like, don't worry, I got this.
A goal that
That
I
was
really
pretty much me.
Yeah, allergies and stuff. Yeah, that's probably what got us.
Yeah, it was a lot of allergy triggers for us as well. It was even the sense that you can smell air freshener that can be really potent. That can be a trigger. It was a lot of triggers in Chicago, especially being in a new environment. So it didn't
You know what it
surprise
was
me
that
to happen.
You know what what allergies trigger or what smells triggered your asthma? That Chicago casserole.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was just telling Manny that Chicago casserole had to have been evil. We should have got the pizza.
Oh, you call it pizza?
Nope. Don't say that, Papa. Don't say that here. They will burn you. They don't. Them
He
Chicagoans.
wants
They don't like that.
in the comments, and he knows that if he sets the fire enough, he gonna get interaction today.
Just dance like Tom Jones.
Yes. You know what? We gotta bring that Tom Jones video up.
Yep.
Nah, bro, we gotta bring that up because whenever we watch that was absolutely insane. I don't even know what he was doing.
Yeah, especially with Sean Anthony. He loves Tom Jones. One song in particular, and it's he needs to be watched.
Mm-hmm. Here it is. Good old Tom Jones.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man, I want to see somebody run like that. If you can run while doing all that, hey.
Yeah, especially if you think you're asthmatic now, just do all that while running. You be sitting there out of breath and collapse, and people think that.
I don't know. I would want to. If I ever do that, if I ever run while doing that, you know, I gotta listen to my favorites. I gotta listen to a certain song that everybody might know, which is known as "I'm Free." Yeah.
Or what's the name of that one song? Don't Stop the Moving.
Oh God, bro.
I
No.
forgot.
But I don't suggest anybody do it because you'll look absolutely insane. Somebody might call somebody.
Another goal of
Anybody would look crazy doing that.
Yep.
What's your goal, Matthew? Go ahead.
Another goal of mine would be to tell a riddle that nobody can answer.
Oh, everyone can do that.
Yeah, everybody can do that. I could go ahead and say, what's a 6-layered fish that also lives deep down in the deep sea?
Okay, let me
Well, actually, it'd be the that scallop fish thing.
Unless you're trying to talk about becoming a sphinx, then Matthew, we have bigger problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you transmogrify into a sphinx,
But
there's
let me
no helping
specify
you.
on what I mean.
I often don't know what I was. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm trying to get to the comments.
Yeah,
Building up.
I will let that.
I often don't know what I was doing when I had schoolwork, but when I turned around, I was a scholar. But yeah, it was hard. It is hard because you the whole time you're thinking like before that grade is posted, like I don't know what I'm doing. I
Exactly.
hope
The entire time you're watching that stuff be judged, you're like, this is not the best work I've ever submitted. I've submitted other work that's better. But never, and I do mean this as a scholar, don't ever look back at the work you say was the best work you've done. Because what you'll look back at that and be like is, oh my God, this is horrible. I've never made more mistakes. I could have said this instead of this. What have I done? And you'll be looking at that crap as it says A, and you'll be like, you buffoons. This was not
But I
A
would say,
class paper.
yeah, do go back and look at your work.
Yeah.
You go back and look at
Pretty
your work
fun.
because you keep on growing. That's what I do. I always save my things on a thumb drive or sometimes to the computer and transfer them over from the thumb drive.
Well,
And I
say work.
how much I've grown in my vernacular to figure out, oh, I could have said this better here. Or I like how I said this, but let me not self-plagiarize. Let me update this part.
No,
Otherwise,
that's the one thing I'll say. Elliot, Matthew, do y'all know what self-plagiarizing is? In fact,
It's like plagiarizing one of your old papers.
Yeah.
okay, in what sense? Matthew, you can jump in too.
In the sense where basically it's the same paper, but it's slightly different.
Matthew,
You
what
know,
do you think self-plagiarism is?
this show goes anywhere just based on what
Okay.
our fans
I'll
say.
answer that in a second, Papa. First, I'm going to tell a riddle that I'm pretty sure
Oh,
nobody.
Lord.
Oh no.
Trying to do the
Please
things.
answer the question. As Eric said, we're trying to go on track. Plus, the comments keep coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think self-plagiarism is basically the same as plagiarism, where you take work that you have already done. It's yours, but you take work that you already got, put in the next paper.
That's
Boom, boom, boom.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. They caught me on some back in the college before the one I'm in right now. Said,
Yeah.
We caught you on theoretical plagiarism. Okay, first of all,
What is
The-
theoretical plagiarism?
In other words,
How are you going to theoretically plagiarize some work that
it's
I've done?
Elliot. It's when a person with a long beard goes, I think I might have heard this somewhere, and then they pull out a Shakespeare book where he said every word in the dictionary, and they go, here he used the word the. Perhaps that means that somewhere along the lines he plagiarized the word the in every single part of this paper. But no, in all honesty, theoretical plagiarism is weird.
I am an autodidact. I hope that my sons would be the same. They show it sometimes. Yeah, we have our moments. We want to. We
raised
have the desire to self-learn, but sometimes that intuition kicks in. It's like, nah, I don't really have to. I could though. I could be better.
I mean, when I came out of the genie bottle, y'all didn't really wish for me to be certain things. So
genie bottle.
yeah, hate to say it, but yeah, you get what you wish for. That's the monkey's paw here.
I can tell you that you didn't come out of no genie bottle. I was there in the hospital.
I could tell you for sure because one day mom and dad looked at you eating Cheetos and they were like, "What if we had another
Cheeto baby?"
And
That's what they
then
thought.
you grabbed a perfect Cheetos bag and inside was a lamp and you were like, huh. And then out of nowhere I appeared and I was like, wonderful.
Huh?
And that's how the story goes.
Yeah,
I think you got a nice.
That's how it happened.
I know
My hope is to find that genie bottle one day and get my 5 wishes.
when I feel confident, I don't do as well as I thought I would. I'm not as confident in my work. It turns out to be better than. Isn't that funny how it plays out?
That's
Your
exactly
work,
how it works.
what you think is your worst work is like, shoot, well, I'm coming towards the deadline, so let me do this. In fact, we were just watching uh Beat Bobby Flay, that show. And
Yeah.
the moment that we watched that, this one chef she used up all her time. Every time that I do an assignment, it's always 11:50. It's always near 11:50, and I'm sitting there submitted all the way to the wee hours of the night because I'm like, this is not looking right. This is not looking good. Let me keep improving, and it always does well. Some days that you do it early, and I'm like, dang, I didn't get as much as I wanted, and it still did well, and I'm like, well, praise God for that because it could have been
Yeah,
a
but I will tell you this: cooking shows you will never feel more stressed out, and you will never be such a critic when you're until you watch one of those, because you'll be like, you buffoon, you've burnt it. That perfect pepper, you've burnt it. You set it too long on the grill. It was supposed to be 3 seconds, not 15. And then all of a sudden, you pull yourself out a whole freaking oven pizza. It's like, delicious.
Casserole.
That's
Casserole.
that we won't talk
Yep.
about this here.
Your schoolwork is judged on the work of your peers, and then the right and wrong.
Yeah,
the
that
right-
sounds like some type of torture, and I don't think we should do that anymore. In fact, vote me for mayor. I'm abolishing taxes and everything above. Everything's gonna be okay.
No, honestly, you actually just have a dude in your office named Taxes, and you're like, you will be kicked out of the village.
Hey, we can't say that here. Hey, hold on. Let's back up a few steps. First, ban him. And basically, yes, it's mental masturbation. But
why would you say it if you say don't?
It's what it is.
Oh Lord!
If you think about it, he isn't wrong, but still, you know what?
Well, if you think about after the actual thing of the word, yes, it is. It is.
Mhm.
You are getting off of the pleasures of your mind, which you shouldn't be doing. That's how procrastination happens.
Nah,
Yes.
Procrastination is a whole different monster that lives in the
If
attic.
you really think about it,
we won't talk about him.
procrastination does sound like masturbation. That's gonna be my catchphrase.
Yep, we gonna move on. Hey.
Yep, that's my catchphrase.
Let's not make that a catchphrase. I'm guilty of that. When you have to do class introductions and you give the same introduction paper for every class, does that count? I mean, okay, I will say this.
I wouldn't admit that. I wouldn't say that
Look, I kind of do that too. I have this nice little format that makes me look very, very what's the word? It's not really fancy, but delicate. Delicate could be used as
I
the
mean,
word.
bro, it comes down to, I mean, technically, if the class introduction is pretty much saying, hey, this is what I like, this is who I am, and so on and so forth.
No, he's talking about like an introduction to a paper, like like the one that Chris Hansen has. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen, and then it fades in. That's basically what he's talking about.
But
well, it depends on that means it depends on
the way
what you do. If you're like in a world where everything is turned upside down, the history of science has always.
I don't because in that beginning introduction of the class, I might just say the same thing for a long time until recently. I would just say the same thing, like, "Hey, this is all that's about me. Take it or leave it. That's what it is." I would just basically copy and paste because it didn't amount to a grade anyway, and they told us this is the class introduction. It's not graded or anything. Just tell us about yourself. And I'm like, great. Copy and paste. Here you go. Hey, I had
missing out on the greatest part.
Maybe I add a little bit of details of things have changed, or I switch vocabulary. You never really know. Keep them guessing.
Why do that? Well, look. I will say this for anybody who's about to do an introduction to a class. What you do is you don't do that. That's boring. That's it. People look at that and go like, it's just a normal person. What you do is in every class you do one that's absolutely normal, and then the next one you put on a top hat, a mustache that's curly, and you get your freaking really bushy brows, and you just go get your pipe and you start writing, and then you write as sophisticatedly as possible, so everybody looks at you as like, dang, what is this dude doing?
Posing for pictures.
I theorize that you sound too intelligent for a person that looks like you. Is that supposed to be racist?
What?
What?
I think that was in terms to the person that said about theoretical plagiarism.
All right.
Yes.
Let's get to
And
the
if they
comments.
shoot out a comment like that,
Then yes, that is definitely
Yeah,
racist. That is
to meet their stupidity at their with your stupidity.
Okay.
Like if we can theorize on anything, all right, there's my theory.
yeah. We're not going to talk about that, y'all.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Not this
I
stream
don't even know
or
how
any
to
stream.
set up.
Not on
Like,
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Hey, Matthew.
Hey, it's Matthew. Ban him. He's not supposed to be back here.
There's a second Matthew.
Is it Matthew or did you act?
Well, we never know. That could be somebody you faking my account.
I can
You don't know.
I can attest that Eric does better when he just shuts up and gets the work done. Yeah, that's military folk for you.
Yep. That's
Yeah, no,
something.
we're
That's
not gonna-
something for Dad.
We're not gonna say it. Ain't gonna say anything. Eric already said.
You put
They
together
just
more-
started a war in the comments.
Oh well.
Man, I can't wait to see how this battle unfolds. We're gonna have a coliseum in the chat.
The winner gets to donate.
Isn't that nice?
Thank
Matthew,
you.
you're beautiful. Shouldn't it be handsome? What are you trying to say? Man,
Poor Matthew.
we can't have two Matthews here. We got one. That's all we need.
I'm dying. Oh,
Yes,
I
one
don't know,
Matthew.
two Matthews. If I can find another Sean Anthony,
We're gonna ban him too. we can't have no dude.
I can't.
I be confident enough to tell your instructor that you know your answer was correct. Prove me wrong, bro. I'll fight you to the end of seeking your foolery. You know what?
It's gonna go all good until you have a situation like I had with one of my teachers that will not be named, where they just decide, okay, I'm not responding no more. Goodbye, and they fade into the night sky.
or worse, they pull out stupid out of the book. They just go like, "Fine, I'll prove you wrong," and then they pull out a whole book, and you're like, "Oh no, are they going to try to throw this at me?"
And
And then they just start pulling out improper quotes where they're like this quote right here: "The sun was black and the night was full."
they're casting a spell on you, and you need to run.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
you
don't
were.
think this
The sky was gray. What?
did.
What are you talking about?
I did tell somebody that, both in high school and in college. Like, hey, the only thing I
You
got going
spoke
for
chance like that? Hold on. Were you that weird kid in the back of the class going like, "One day the entire sky will fall"?
Did you
And
go to
I'll be the only
Hogwarts?
one with a helmet on.
no you goofus.
I
If
can't.
somebody's doing that,
Did you go to Hogwarts?
you know who they be
Oh,
talking to next? The school psych.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the school psyche would then be in Howell. I would just ask you how many licks it takes to get to the center or roll of a Tootsie Pop.
Yeah. That's just nasty.
No,
Owls
bro.
got sharp tongues.
I don't even
Funny
think
thing
they
is,
lying.
that's how you just see them crunch on the freaking lollipop and they go like, "We'll never know."
But I did tell somebody that, hey, all I got is my grade to fight for. So if this is really that important to you as it is to me, then let's go to war over it. And you'd be surprised just how quickly they back down from that of, well, I didn't know Well, yeah, you didn't know, but now
Yeah,
you do.
you didn't know. I
Why
like
you have to go and
I like doing stuff
all
like
the
that.
always cover yourself, which is what we tell you in Matthew. Have your proof.
Yes, have your proof. And even if you're not one of us, I mean, a part of our family, still have your evidence.
Mm-hmm.
The evidence of what?
Yeah, your work.
Oh,
Evidence.
yeah.
Mhm.
And,
Eric, I
and
can walk
evidence that
and
you
chew
did,
bubble gum, dance, and work at the same time.
and the
How
evidence.
many arms you got?
That left a terrible image in my mind of Dad doing the Tom Jones dance.
Oh God.
The
While
Tom
I don't
singing-
think you get any work done if
Yeah.
you're doing the Tom Jones dance
Yeah,
while working.
how many arms you got? Because it take at least 2, and if he had more, he'd probably be using them too. So
while singing do hops at that.
that's what. Remember how you was talking about how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Mhm.
Now the answer is how many arms would Tom Jones use if he had more arms to dance with? Yep.
Man, that is a question. Give a man an infinite number of arms. The question will be, how many will he use to dance with, and how many will just go completely unused? And then,
No,
of course, how do we
the
get?
What mutation
The
happened?
question would be, how many of those did it take to crawl out of the pit? That's what it would be. Because clearly,
Pretty
it might be a
much.
demon.
Honestly, it take 8, like a spider.
I ain't
Stop trying to
trying
bang
to
your
do
brother.
it. That's him. That's him. over there.
Hey, she doesn't like my form of
Stop trying
judgment.
Stop trying to vampire
Oh, Lord.
identical
Fuller is
fluid that I
not
keep in the
permanent.
basement.
Folks of all academic levels engage in it. Yes, everyone. And at some level, you should. Like even with Elliot, even on this show, engage in some type of silliness.
Oh,
But,
I was
don't
about
make
to
it-
say, academic.
Don't make it your weapon become the jester.
Say I don't know about academic foolery because, in all honesty, I don't want to be sitting there. And I'm like, here's my paper. Then out of nowhere, they're like, they cast some sort of magic spell. They go like, into the hat it goes, and then they pull it out, and it has an F half the papers. You'd be sitting there like, what happened? I gotta show my parents this. Then they pull out a phone. They pull out your cell phone with a recording on it. I mean, the worst type of academic foolery.
All right, let's
Never be
continue
a
with the
teacher.
comments.
Never be a teacher.
That would be you're in trouble when you get home.
Oh no, it's a spectacular story. You tell your father he just put the paper in, and then out came it.
The war is happening in the comments between the two Navy sailors. Walk and chew gum. Let me tell you some things your father did in his spare time on the ship. We had this guy who liked heavy metal, and Eddie wrote a song called Lock the Door.
Oh,
Okay.
that's some spare time right there.
Spent time is one thing. Writing songs.
What do you mean?
Hey,
Elliot? What do you mean? His dad said he can walk, chew bubble gum, and he can work, which means now he can also write song lyrics to dance to.
I mean, that would be an efficient system.
Yeah,
Matthew
singing a whole
is the
song.
best.
Matthew is the best.
What about
I
all
thought
of
we
us?
banned you.
Hold on. What about me? I'm technically Matthew. Yo,
Everyone.
I'm gonna take that back.
You technically it back. You, in fact, why are you here?
The whole
You
film.
get a band too.
How about that?
Oh.
I wrote many songs on the ship. I still write and sing songs in my house. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, this is true.
and that's exactly what we
I'm a
look
big-
like.
Hold on. There's something at the end of the sentence. My kids look at me like I'm crazy. I don't know.
I realize that this may be true.
Yes, everybody just look at the camera.
Yeah.
It's a point. Like, man, this is weird. This is what happened.
I remember the silly jingle for Chief coming on the scene, or hearing keys ringing to the sound of "Crazy" by Kilo Green.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Kilo Green. Yeah, we listen to those songs as well. When the LPO, that's what would you want your theme song? Yeah.
Oh, what's my theme song?
What's my theme song?
No. Let's Matthew. You go first.
You go first. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Let me just.
Matthew, what's your theme song? What's your theme song?
What's the theme song,
only
Matthew?
you can hear that. Hear the rhythm of that. It sounds like Baby Shark right now, though.
Oh, look, one of my favorite supporters, totally not my twin clothes that I am hiding in the basement, just commented the beginning of my theme song. How about we look at that, bro? Yeah. Okay.
The wait. You made from that stupid meme?
Yep.
No.
Hold up. Somebody mentioned Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo. Oh, this isn't Scooby-Doo. You done been mistaken. You was mistaken.
Oh no.
Just like that. And you
like crazy's kicking in.
Nah, that's that 2000s cartoons kicking in for you. I wrote a spiritual called God Came Down and Shook Up the Tree. One of my, probably what he wants to say was one of his favorites or one of his best works. That once in the house. But yeah,
there are many a song. But the question is, which one's the best? Think about it. You gotta have a song for every situation.
Nope. You try to stall. What's your theme song, Papa?
You really want to ask that question?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh God. That says the boys.
How do I say this?
Oh God.
My theme song would just be "The Man with the Bag." I would just carry around a red bag, and I paint my beard completely white, and I just have that play all the time.
And you look crazy.
Mine's that one thing that's a Ferb song sung by Dr. Dubis. I'm handsome. I'm so good looking. I'm beyond the eyes. Don't you know that I'm handsome? I got
would
chisel
throw
features.
cheese at your
Cheese?
I would just get one slab of cheese. Just
what is wrong with it? Is it gonna be melted so it burns me too?
what? No, it's just gonna be some normal government cheese. I'm just gonna be like
Government cheese?
Government cheese.
What cheese are you throwing that makes that noise?
Something is wrong.
Elliot, you've never answered the goal question. What's your goal in all
my
this?
goal? I mean, it's pretty obvious what my goal is. It's to become the most passive, aggressive man alive on planet Earth. And really smart too. So if you say something, I can say something you don't understand and then make you seem one of the cancel cultures for it. Because there's a bunch of cancel culture nowadays. So I could be like, what's your favorite color? Oh, so a light shade color. Yep, you're canceled.
So you just gonna be walking out here causing problems for people. So
Yep.
It's all gonna be fun. It's all fun and games till you run into that one person who's like, I don't understand what you said. Then you meet your greatest challenge yet.
The keyboard warrior. That's all I'm afraid of.
No.
Keyboard warrior.
And also,
But my actual goal is to become the president. Yep, the president. Yep.
And Lord help us.
Let me say a few
Yes,
things.
that is that.
I'm gonna be the man on the moon. That I promise you. You will be the president, and I will find my own rocket to live on the moon for the rest of my days.
Don't worry, the moon
All
will be there.
But let me say a few things before we get
Why
on to
would
the
you-
next comment.
See, this is what happens with the whole cheese thing. You want to live on the moon.
Let me say a few things. All right.
Go ahead.
So let me say at least two riddles. What is the most
We'll listen to one riddle.
song around the world? And also, My bad, I forgot about it.
Gravity.
The
Dang.
most fun song around the world is Gravity.
And here's another riddle, because I just remembered it.
How are you gonna do two riddles at once?
Actually, technically, it's not a riddle. Oh. Eh, Your alarm clock is your theme song, because it plays every episode.
Yeah, you know what my themes? I realized that too. You know what mine is?
What is
Fate
it?
by Evangeline.
Talk about that. Don't talk about that in my
Oh,
presence.
I have a
ever.
riddle. I have a
All
riddle.
you hear, what can the future? What does the future hold? How will I be rewarded?
Hold on.
I have a riddle for you. Who's old and fragile and comes in your house to steal things and give you stuff?
The man with the bag, of course.
Yes, the man
Oh,
with
yeah,
the bag.
obviously
But it's not Santa Claus. I can tell you that much.
Well, in that case, I got one riddle for you as well. And this is more of a reference. If you're locked in a room with 3 doors, one that has acid rain, one that has sharp chains, and one that has a wolf that hasn't been fed in several days, which door do you pick after you come out of the room with the ball?
None of them, because Mr. Go-Go loves murder.
All right, it's time to move on to the next question.
Oh, wait. Jay, you skipped one.
Yeah.
No. There
Matthew
it is.
get rid of asthma. Elliot was become the president.
No, I said my goal in all of this is the same as always, to have unbelievable speed so I can cause flashpoints.
Why would you want to do that?
Because Barry can do it, I want to do it. I want to go back in time just once.
Yep, you want to go back in time.
Everything.
You're going to ruin everything. You're going to come back. We're going to be ginger. And we're going to be crawling on the walls. I don't know why you would want that.
Ginger. Why would he be Ginger? What did he
I
do?
don't know. That's what I'm saying. You kicked too many rocks. Went for too many jogs. It's all fun and games till you see yourself running to stop yourself.
Apple has a jazzy Christmas song as a theme. Of course, I would have every single Christmas song as my theme song if I could.
That's what we need to do. We need to change the Erudition Jazz. It's Christmas time.
In fact, you know what? I would have a screw the Christmas song I just said. I would have it so that I have the effect of snow, a giant wind of snow.
You want to be Sub-Zero.
Nah. So whenever I open the door, you know what happens? I stand outside of a store for 5 seconds and I go like, now. And when I kick down the door, snow blows in and you hear all
I
want
am
for
the Lin
Christmas
Kuei.
is-
And then you start killing people.
If I walk in like that, I'm pretty sure I'm getting kicked out.
You want some Sub-Zero nonsense or Mr. Snowman?
Nope, that's what he want to be. He want to be Sub-Zero. He gonna take the breeze gonna come in. He gonna kick down the door. He gonna scream, "I am the Lin Kuei," and start throwing daggers out at people.
Depends on who I am. Am I Bihan or am I his brother?
So Elliot wants to do cancellations and presents. Yeah,
Yes.
basically,
I mean, both are
I'm
very
just
possible.
gonna walk over to other countries and go like, "What's your opinion on war?" And no matter what they say, they could be like, "I don't like it, bad, cancel."
And then I'm gonna smush them. Like one of those hydraulic presses. Cancel.
I could have a second goal. My second goal would be end world hunger. It is
I think
really
everyone would like to have to solve some humanitarian issues. Such as
Cancel all the corruption in Congress. All of it.
underlies all evils
you got a lot
of
of work
the
to
world.
Yep.
All the
Don't worry.
corruption.
Oh, that's also my other goal. Become cyborg. So I can have a laser that comes out of my finger. Cancel. Beam boom.
Focus on Matthew's one, which is get rid of world hunger. Because in all honesty, that's a good hope right there.
No.
Oh no.
Oh. Cancel.
If I had a
Good.
second goal
I'm
that
still
I
here.
could achieve, if I had a second goal that I could achieve, it would to be able to get the death.
That wouldn't be good for anyone. It wasn't good for Yagami either.
Yeah, I'd rather not have a brother
Let's
who.
look at the riddle.
Ooh, a riddle.
Ooh.
Let's start the riddle, people.
You see a boat with lots of people having a celebration. You look away and the boat doesn't sink. But when you look back, there's not a single person on the boat. Why is that?
Because they went in a submarine.
Nope. That's very easy. It's actually, you know what? I'll let y'all go first.
You see a boat with lots of people having a celebration. You look away on the boat that doesn't sink. But it's not there.
Yep. Do you know why? They were having a celebration. And the captain had a bit too much to drink, and he went, "Oh, my bad. Everybody's gone."
I think because it's a pool, everybody got out.
Because the ship has sailed.
Oh, it's because the ship has sailed.
That would be my guess.
Or we're in the Bermuda Triangle, and they just disappeared like those planes. Ships.
Unless it's a ghost ship. If it's a ghost ship, you screw.
That ship has sailed. Gotta go debate song. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for having.
All right, people. I mean, we got a couple more minutes of the show.
Oh, the people were getting married.
There's a lot of people.
If all the people were getting married, I got a question.
Were you in a cult? Dang.
God.
Oh, you know what?
See, this is a play on words.
You know what?
I theorize this deserves a ban.
Nah, you know what this reminds me of? You know that one riddle? What animal would Noah not bring on? What animal did Noah not bring onto the ark? And then that freaking riddle said the one that was in the refrigerator, of course.
In slow motion too.
Like,
how do you fit a giraffe in a refrigerator? Oh, you fold it. What animal did Noah forget to take onto the ark? Oh, the giraffe, of course. It's still in the refrigerator.
Yep, and then you run at him on all fours like a jaguar.
Something is wrong with you.
Great job. Yes.
See, I don't know why Facebook does that, but
because Facebook knows it would be far.
Because when but when Mark Zuckerberg comes in here one day, he cannot be named, or else the lizard will come back.
I think it's more of the fact that I think StreamYard knows exactly what they're doing. They're like, you will never know who this person is, so you cannot address them properly.
Yep. Yeah, lose viewers. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this. What's going on here?
Bubble, you must play. The Matthew has turned evil.
Hey, how much we talking? 5, 6, 7 cents. Okay, I can buy you a good what is it called? A good gumball. I got 25 cents right now in my pocket.
Like everything back in the day cost 1 cent. That's what you can have.
My nose is killing me.
Something is wrong with you.
Nothing's wrong with us. We're just talking about our hopes and our dreams. Well, that's hold on.
She's trying to cut us short.
Hold on, we still got a couple minutes left. We can still talk about good things and hopes and dreams.
Yeah,
y'all got 5
hopes and dreams.
Donald Duck.
Anybody got hopes and dreams that they want to achieve in the next, 6 minutes?
You know,
it's gonna happen in 6 minutes.
That was supposed to be the topic, but thankfully we had a lot of interactions, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We talked about it.
Topic.
No, we were supposed
to do one more riddle. Says the 3 Erudition networks. They are the hive mind.
That is a good point, Elliot.
More riddle.
Matthew, why you doing the real book? You so into riddles, you just like, oh, yep, gotta get that riddle.
Yeah, I guess we could do one more. We're gonna have to pay closer attention to the wording as well, because I'm thinking, oh yeah, the ship has sailed. No, it was even simpler than that.
Yeah, bro. If only you knew that not a single person was on that ship.
Oh, I know what we could also do before we go. One uninspiring quote. Not inspiring, uninspiring.
But
You waste 100% of the time. You waste what?
Before we do all that, actually,
Why don't you do an inspirational quote and then draw inspirational one?
Elliot,
No.
yeah, Elliot, go, do it, say it, do it.
Oh, my bad. You waste 100% of your time no matter what you do. Smiley face.
Wow.
We cut him off for that.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting you short. It's been an hour. I got to get back to work. And
Money face.
I'm sure you can sit down for a couple more minutes. After all, money goes nowhere, but work always accumulates. Think about it.
Money does go somewhere.
Okay, but
Into my belly.
Bill, what? You eated our cash.
okay, let me say
Sometimes a dollar bill just
let me say these few things
Here's your shades back. Oh,
real quick before we hop off. Make sure to like, subscribe, and if you're on Facebook, follow. We have a TikTok page. Please check it out. Follow us so we can actually go live on TikTok as well.
what disappears when you say most?
We also have a Twitch account. Make sure you follow that.
Yes. Make sure to also pay us all of your money. Your taxes don't matter. I am the new government. Yep.
You can
Pay
pay
me
us
money.
to get better equipment, maybe a green screen, maybe
I will personally come find you. Make sure to donate because I'll give you a pat on the back.
And finally, I will answer the riddle that I told. And what did Mom just say? Yep, I'm out of here. Okay.
No, we still got a couple of minutes left. We get along.
What disappears? I mean, there's many of answers to this, and some I will not say.
Air.
Nah, people
Oh
have
dang, Mom beat me to it. Dang.
people have made mommy and the words mommy and daddy very very weird for everyone.
I
household name. It's just cringe.
Yeah.
Unless
fully
it's
had
in
a
the
microphone I could drop.
because you know
Mic drop.
that's what we call it.
No.
Mic.
But yeah, the society
What
has made
disappeared?
Oh, you know what? Really, I know though. Papa, you know, right?
Snow.
Cinnamon chicken.
Oh yeah. Oh, our views
Hey,
dropped.
don't you dare!
Oh, the views done dropped.
I may lose everything, but I will say this:
What
this is the greatest taste.
No, that's not true because I said so. Yep. The true answer is people. Papa, boom, gone. See, he's not there no more. And if you see him, you're crazy.
Dang, I'm no longer here. That's crazy.
Yep, you're
man.
crazy. He's not here. He's not here. Yep.
All right, people.
Oh, hold on. Let me give the answer to the riddle. What is the most sung song around the world? And that answer will be, guess what? The Happy Birthday song. It is translated all over the world, so yeah.
Hold on. That's not true. Actually, it's a song by Justin Bieber apparently because it's been translated to all languages and people sing it randomly for some reason. Also, I have a riddle. What is the most quiet thing in the world? Death. Good night, everybody.
You're right. We still have like a couple of seconds left.
Oh.
Have a happy
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do agree.
have a happy rest of your year. And remember.
What?
Until
We're
Yep,
gonna see them next
ready
week.
for the
Yeah,
holidays.
this isn't a threat.
If you
Don't check your closet or anything. This wasn't a threat.
that's how
Yeah, it's
Oh
the doing
yeah,
Exactly.
I'll be on
Elliot
tomorrow.
will be on tomorrow.
Make sure to donate. The more you donate, the more fancy I get. Maybe I'll appear with a mustache. a
Hey,
monocle.
there it is. Will you get that good old bowler's cap or that top hat?
Yep. It depends on how much they donate. 3,000 million
All
jillion
right.
dollars. And I'll open the house.
Let's get out of here, everyone.
Yeah.
It's been a good show.
Remember,
We'll see
the more you
all
donate, the more stuff gets put on his head. In other words, next time you might see him with a crown. The next time you might see him with a whole paid house on his head.
There'll be 3 hats lined up.